All right, going live. Okay, let's get in here. My WoW team is planning its return for raiding. What am I hearing? Interesting. Okay. Maybe this music is just a smidgen too loud. Huh. Sounds very different than using my in-ear monitors. By the way, everyone is looking. Okay. So, I think a health food instead of a stamina food is the way to go here. I should probably make more lox food. Let me double check. Cooked mist hair is a really good one. And baked lox is really cheap. And I've got so much lox meat. Cloudberries. There we go. Probably grab a little bit of wood. So that I can just start baking now. Yeah, this is good so far. Alright, I need to check my... Okay. Just wanted to make sure that everything was working for audio. I need a little bit more cloudberries. Alright, let's see. Honey glazed chickens can go there. Let me grab more cloudberries so that I can prep a little bit more. Come on. I'd rather keep it sand. Alright. Got quite a few baked lox pies now. No, let's take exactly 20. I can do one more before those burn. Right? Hopefully. Might as well cook everything while I'm here and cooking. You broke my back. My fist bite my tongue. Do it while I brace for the call. Too long, but you stole my keys, and I broke my phone, and I lost my lighter. Now I'm on my own. Looking like I should go. Bite my tongue, only do it while I'm young. There we go. Now they'll be a little bit more in line. I should have done it from the get-go. Okay. See what the upgrades are over here. What goes up? The armor by 1 and durability a little bit? Oh. Gotta go check on the food because I can't hear it from that far. Okay. Alright, weave robe. What does the upgrade actually do? Durability goes up. Armor goes up a little bit. But the regens are the same. Tier usage, health usage are the same. Can't upgrade it because I don't have any more bloodstones. I can upgrade those. Light 'em up, light 'em up, I'm on fire. Light 'em up, light 'em up, I'm on fire. Let's see. Freezing glands. Gracilli wood. Blood clots. Did we see that? Oh, I only have 27. Oh, that makes it last twice as long? Holy shit. That's great. Alright, now I don't have enough E tier. Refined E tier. Oy. Might have to go back into the Outlands in order to... or not Outlands, Outlands. Might have to go back into the Mistlands in order to get more living... What's it called? Living flesh? Hey, Rubino. What the fuck is it called again? Flesh something, right? Yeah, soft tissue, that's the one. Brain no worky. Just cooking some food before going out into the ashlands to hopefully not die, as I am still pretty new to magic. But it's interesting so far. I don't need my axe. I'm not gonna... I want to go hit fortresses and potentially putrid holes if I find them. But I do need that because I'm gonna have to build a battering ram. Yeah. Still new to it, but I did some toying with it. Went to the plains, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. So I went into the ashlands last night very briefly and threw a couple trolls over a fortress wall and, you know, saw that they were fighting, saw that stuff was happening, but I don't know, you know, the full results of it all. Don't need a swamp key for this. As soon as these are done, I'll grab the stuff I need for the catapult. Not catapult, battering ram. 10 flaw metal, 2 circling cores, 20 ashwood. Ashwood and 2 circlings. Okay. Okay, so I can definitely build it now. I want to go through the one labeled wood, which is here, but I've got metal on me, so I'll use the one upstairs. All right, here we go. Yeah. My stream info updater thing isn't working properly. I don't know why that's not working properly. Get a protection spell on first. I still see some trolls alive over there. Or one troll alive over there, rather. Oh, I did not mean to jump into that. I just want to make a small hole that hopefully I can fit through. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Throw another troll on them. Oh my god, they killed that troll so quick. Whoa, shit. I'm turning off the auto pickup because I don't want to get a bunch of random stone and shit in here for no reason. Not right now, at least. This is crazy. Okay. Want to get in there so that I can make sure that the I want to make sure that the whatchamacallits are dead, the spawners. Shit. Matter what. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Oh! Oh, damn. Holy crap. I wish that the vines would fight the trolls, but I also understand why they don't. It's just a little annoying sometimes, though. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. I was switching to the Ember Staff. Oh. Come on. There you go. Yeah, this magic shit's interesting. From the bottom. I wonder if me throwing the trolls over the wall ended up destroying some boxes here, which would be a not good thing to do. Be waiting down here, so far below. Alright, drop bones and charred bones. Did I really get no gemstones from all of this? Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, I probably destroyed some chests accidentally when I threw the trolls over, and I did it last night. Ow! I don't like how dark it is. Oh. Alright, bunch of shit. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a fucking stone portal over here. It's way over there somewhere. I didn't bring a stone portal. I guess I will just run to the other stone portal and then bring one, or... yeah, let's just do that and we'll grab a stone portal. Ugh. Okay, stone portal is 2 molten, 10 dwarfy, 30 grostine. 2 molten. And dwarfy and 30 grostin. Don't load me up now. Okay. 30 grostin. Oh, I accidentally tossed those in there. Okay, I can fix this back to the normal portal now. Oh, actually, no. I need to leave this one connected because I need to take 2 iron with me so that I can put down a stone table. That feeling when you forget everything when you're, like, repeatedly doing it. Oh. Shit, I didn't bring enough regular wood. Okay, let me go grab a little more regular wood. Oh, I'm gonna need, actually, 5 more wood and 4 stone, because I forgot about the stone part, because, you know, remembering is hard. Is my drop portal still connected? Did I rename it from drop in there earlier? Stupid. I don't even know what fine is connected to at this point. T.fine. Did I put a portal out last night and just not remember it? I remember going out and getting wood, but I don't remember dropping a portal anywhere. Oh, I did. Okay. It seems that something's telling me I'm in too deep. No, don't blow up my shit. Oh, hello, Valkyrie. No, don't run away. Am I getting before out? I should probably be eating like 3 big E-tier foods instead of a stamina food at all. Alright, let me take this stuff through. Maybe we can go find a new fortress. I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. Why is this updater not working? Doc. Stream info. Interesting. Why is this not working? See if I can do it through StreamerBot then. I don't remember how to do it. Was it a WebSocket? Draw them to these words, string 2, but I don't know what to do. Oh, I think I have a file for it. Let's see. That's connected. That's custom dock. Okay. See if this worked. Oh, okay, that works now. I don't know why the other ones got disconnected. Alright, let's go drop all this stuff off. Hold again. Eat 'em. Oh. Okay. Drop all this shit. It's not easy, made a name for yourself. How do you draw the line? Alright, we're gonna go boop, boop, boop. Kind of weird that the vine was waiting so long. Come on, hit him. Oh, I was gonna say probably out of range, but there you go. Whoa. Hello, Askavin. Oh, shit. Wow. Yeah, magic is insane. Whew. Oh, soft tissue. Okay, I need to get all this shit. I need 30 Grosstein to get all this shit. Fuck. Hello, Valkyrie. Damn, I need to see about upgrading that staff to get these vines to last longer, if that's what it does for an upgrade. Okay. Nope. Probably need to set it to daytime so I can see. Oh. I'm gonna move these because I don't think I need them there anymore. Okay, extra tools over here. Okay, I'm gonna do a sleep and then be right back because I'm gonna go use the restroom. Get disconnect from the server. Be right back. I have returned. All right. All right. Go. All right, back to the ashlands. Because they're about if you Oh my god. I don't think I've been in the ashlands when it's storming before. Or maybe I just didn't notice. Definitely heard that kind of storm before, but anytime I had heard that in the past, I thought that was a Mistlands thing, with it being like an electrical storm. Ow. Ow. I should probably bring health potions here. Interesting. Didn't expect it to rain here. And I'm guessing the wetness will negatively affect my E-tier regen also. I might need to build that newer set. Get more E-tier regen out of it. Oh, it's almost dead. Rat-a-tat-tat. Yeah. It's kind of interesting getting to like machine gun with ice. I'm surprised by the warrior walking away multiple times now. I forgot to get the rested buff before leaving. I really wanted to get a bloodstone out of here so that I was gonna upgrade. I think it was the troll staff needed a bloodstone for upgrade. Almost. Come on. Come on, guy. Okay. Flame metal and ashwood can stay here. What was the other thing that went into making the catapult? Spurtling cores. Okay, you can stay here for a second. Go drop all this shit off. Let me get my rested buff real quick. And then also grab some health potions. Trade the paint bar. I'm not sure. Trying to just real quick do a grocery pickup order so that I don't forget because I needs groceries. I guess I can get another thing of the chocolate cereal because the kids love it. Okay, let me go grab all of these parts. Okay, so I think I don't want to carry all of this portal stuff over here. So I think what I might do is just take the bare minimum for a regular portal. And then do the whole portal swappy as needed. Let me go check over here real quick because there was one of the dwarf buildings, the Derviger buildings. Fucking launch vines over there. I didn't realize how far I could throw those. Alright, I wanted to see if there was anything left in this. Well, a bunch of fiddlehead, so that's helpful. There's a ward here still. Oh shit, that ward fell quickly. Yeah, that is not a bad idea. I'm assuming that the stone golem is pretty resistant to frost damage, so it probably lived for a very long time, letting you just grind on it. Damn, I'm surprised that these things are still... There it goes. I wish that these ice spikes would put that fire out. That'd be pretty sick if it knew how to do that. Gotta get all the free stuff. Hey there, Mo. How's it going? There's a special place. Okay, so I want to keep the building alive. Because I want to be able to come back to this fiddlehead pickup whenever I want to. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. Yes. Kaboom. Come on. Damn it. Fuck you, dog. Ha! Yes, this is Ashlands. It is pretty intense. Can be, at least. Oh, hello, Morgan. No, don't break my shit. Don't break my shit, Morgan. Come this way. Hey, a putrid hole. Hopefully it's not been used already. A couple other people on the server could have used it if they found it. Oh, shit. I gotta say that the Morgan feels easier to kill with sword and board. Just block, go, block, go, block, go. Feels very straightforward compared to with magic, where there's a lot of maneuvering. Got drop stuff real quick and go back over and grab more shit. Probably need to build another drop box because that is almost full. Gotta collect all the free goodies. It's a lot of Grosstein, which is great because I have a lot of building that I want to do, and it's going to require a lot of Grosstein before I'm done. Always choose. 'Cause inside I realize I'm the one consumed. Don't know what's worth fighting for. It's almost nighttime again. I've waited on the wall. I want to make sure I get all of the little parts. All the stone and Grostine is taking up so much space and weight. Drop this, drop this. Morgan parts. Yeah, I probably want to... Let me build another box here for dropping shit. Black metal and wood. And 2 tar. I want to try and get everything because all of it's got a use to me currently, at least. Thinking about everyone's in. Fuck, can't see for shit. Okay, make sure that nothing else can fit in these before I start putting stuff in this one. Oi. Mo, what, you said this is Ashlands, like you hadn't seen it before, so are you new to the game or just haven't gotten there yet? Because this last week, week and a half has been my first time in Ashlands. And in this playthrough, when I did go to Mistlands for the first time, you know, a month or so, 2 months ago, whatever it was now, that was also my first time in Mistlands. I'd played, I think, one playthrough during the Mistlands expansion, but when it got time to go into Mistlands, I was like, no, I don't think so. I was scared. And the people I was playing with had quit playing, so it was kind of like I didn't want to adventure in without them, and then when they were like done, it's like, okay, well, I wanted to play with these guys and they're not here, so I guess I will just not go at all. Let me get it to be daytime. I would like it if they would rework these staffs a little bit. There should be, instead of a bunch of different staffs, I think that there should be a primary attack and a secondary attack. And that the staves should just do different kinds of magic. But that, like, it'd be much cooler if you could sort of build the staff with upgrades to have the different things you want it to have. So, like, it'd be cool if Frost had the ability to, say, provide you with an ice barrier as well as doing the machine gun effect. and then let, you know, the blood magic one have life, a siphon life option to steal health from enemies. Something. Just give them a little more depth. Really? I hit you once and you're running away? Like it was just a fireball, bro. But where's your... Yeah, I know. Alright, we're gonna go into that putrid hole. Alright. So, like, using the sword, I would have broken this in one swoop. Fireball seems to break it pretty quick, but I'm worried about it, like, dropping fire on the ground. Meat pile. I do like that they brought forward the flesh, soft tissue into this territory because it gives you another way to get it. I've gotten bronze scrap in a fortress. One of the fortresses I was in, destroying stuff. This looks like it's been cleared, really. I mean, I guess maybe the bones and meat piles respawn. Oh, I wonder if that would be a way to farm soft tissue, is revisiting all your putrid holes that you've already cleared. I wonder what the rate of gains would be on that and if it'd be worth it. Putrid hole cleared. Charcoal resin. I don't need all these bones. I'll take a charcoal resin instead. More stone and grostine. That's fine. I can leave that. Carapace arrow. Interesting. Okay, so I would like to not have to carry everything. Okay, go with 10 of this. Of this and 2 of these. That's almost everything. I need 20 fine wood. I want to put a regular portal and leave the stone one behind. I'm getting out of here. Catch me up, I'm getting out of here. Alright. Do this and a regular portal. Let me drop the iron over here. 2 iron, 10 wood, and then 4 stone for that thing, and that. Okay. Wanna live a life from a new perspective. Love your face. Expensive taste and. Alright, let's see how long it takes to destroy this. It's at about half health. It does 70, 100, 80, 80, 70. That's pretty close. Thought I just heard a skeleton. Oh, yeah, we did. Ha! Get clobbered. Alright, let me go put all this stuff back. Alright, put this here. This here. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, we're gonna go for a run and see if we can't find more shit to get into. Guess we'll go this way because it's a little undiscovered compared to off to the side over there. This was a dwarf fortress, but it's all busted. Bunch of free fiddlehead though. Ow. Nice big fiddlehead area. That's good. And Morgan's hitting dwarves. Ah. And Morgan's still attacking a dwarf. Oh, the dwarves won. They beat the Morgan. I didn't expect that. Good job, dwarves. Here we go. What else is over here that I can pick up? Probably want the bile bag. Yeah, let me go ahead and just drop portal again real quick. Spam? I don't like spam. Am I more than you bargained for yet? I've been dying to tell you anything you wanna hear, 'cause that's just who I am this week. Sorry, I just need to finish this order for groceries real quick so that I can hit the purchase button and not have to think about it anymore. Probably that. Loaded gun complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down, down in a really round. Let me go repair all of my weaponry too. Otherwise, I am definitely at risk. Let me look and see what it costs to make the nicer set of armor for this. The Embalma. Okay, so refined E tier. Embla. I don't have any more E tier right now, so that's a no-go. I wonder if there's a new set made with flaw metal or not, or in Ashlands at all, or if they made it 2 sets to be made in Mistlands, because that'd be weird if that's the case. I mean, I feel like, although I didn't really like look at the hardcore comparisons between the two, but it looked like just more regen. Hi, Rogies. Oh, you're a 2-star. No wonder you guys beat the Morgan, huh? Alright, go drop this stuff off. Are these the high fiber ones? Yes, they are. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Doesn't look like it's very close to night yet, so let's just grab this stuff and start going again. Fucking lava fields as far as I can see. Don't know if I can get through that way. This might be death if I try and go this way. I didn't bring any basalt bombs either. Jesus. That almost killed me. Yeah. I didn't realize how quick I was going to catch on fire there, but I am realizing now that the last time I jumped across a patch of lava, I was wearing the full flaw metal set, and it's got heat resistant enough that you can walk on it for, some time period. I don't know how long it lets you. That thing is taking a pounding and still... Oh, there it goes. I am also realizing now, the last time I jumped on some lava to go across, not only did I have the flaw metal set on, but I was not wearing my floaty cloak. And that causes negative to fire resistance. It is a crazy little machine gun. And I haven't even upgraded. Did I upgrade it once? Yeah, I upgraded it once. Well, I want to go that way. But I want it to be daytime and I need to get more food. Oi! Where was I? More magic food. Tell you what, though, I really wish that there was something more to be had in the food section. Like, I want to have like 150 health, but I also want to have like 300 E tiers so that I feel like I can, you know, actually cast a bunch of spells before I've got to wait for it to replenish. Also, I'm probably not doing as good of a job as I ought to with keeping up on the potions, the E tier regen potion buff. Those are all fine. Every time we... let me get basalt bombs just so that I do have them on my person, just in case. That way I don't, you know, don't have to catch fire again. Only when I stop to think about it. I think that's everything. And of course, damn it, my reservation expired. I should have hit order earlier. Son of a bitch. I don't want to go in the store and have to do all of the shopping manually. Can I push this off till tomorrow morning? Let me look at my calendar. I've got physical therapy today. I could do it tomorrow after I pick up the little one from school instead of doing it today. Oh, my wife needs more of the sauce that she liked, which is this black cherry chipotle. I'd rather go pick it up late, honestly, and have it done for the day today. I have PT at 4 until 5, and then dinner. I could probably do the 6 to 7 pickup. It's probably better if I do the 7 to... Oh, shit. Probably better if I do the 7 to 8 one. Do I need sulfur bad enough to bother with trying to get those down? Oh, that is a really easy way to get those down. Holy shit. I don't know that I've found a recipe that really calls for much in the way of sulfur, but it's clobbering time. So that kind of looks like a putrid hole sloped, but I think it's too big. I definitely cannot identify putrid holes from any kind of distance. There's 2 flower towers over there. And then one over there. Ooh, 1-star ass. Oh. Damn, I don't know where that Valkyrie went. Oh, there's... Is that her? Nope, don't see her anymore. Does it work to say get melted to a warrior if you shoot him with ice? It's like almost a pun, but almost doesn't quite make it because, you know, you're hitting him with ice. And he's not like he's an ice creature who is melting. Place the order. Order placed. Let's get back out there. Yeah, that's fine. Rebuff. I definitely need to upgrade these magic weapons more. I noticed that upgrading the protection one gave me a whole extra minute on the buff, which is great. A lot less recasting that way. I assume upgrading the troll one might offer you the ability to have more trolls out at once. But honestly, it'd be dope if you could cast that and just have it throw a fucking meteor instead of producing a troll. I don't think I picked up any of the vulture eggs from the last nest. One night and one more time. Did find another fort, so that's something. Alright, dropping shit here and here and here. Okay, I have too much shit in these red boxes, so let me take all the Grostine away. Nice. Slow walk. Oh, I should get that mod that does the when you're overweight. Oh my goodness, I almost have 2 full boxes of Grostine. I guess I should start building with it, huh? A young boy, my father took me into the city. Alright, let's get all the Grostine out. Oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna need to put some other side boxes for Grostine now. Stone. I don't know that I have any spare overflow boxes because I've got so much stuff. There we go. Your Grostine overflow now. I should probably honestly dump a bunch of wood. These boxes are all so full, it's insane. And I really haven't done much out there. Granted, it's mostly full of Grostine, but like that's great because building supplies, you know? The couple buildings that I've been working on here are tar roof. And as soon as I've finished these few buildings, I won't be using tar roofing anymore. I might not use tar at all. Except for maybe chairs, because I don't know that there's a better chair option out there yet. But, leave the stack of stone here. Take this stuff all with us. We're going to leave one stack of Grostine here also. Alright, put the fire pit in here. Yeah, I think pottery shards in there makes sense. Fuck, I am now officially overflow and overflow and overflow of Grostine. I probably should just get rid of a bunch of wood because I have way more than I need, I think. I think I have way more than I'll ever need. Please don't make this last forever. Let's... Let's get all the like parts together. Flaw metal should stay in the other box. Some ash wood, fine wood, regular wood. I don't need that much regular wood. Flaw metal can stay though. Don't need more than the 2 molten cores. Yeah, that's fine for now. Oh! Looks like I can go around to get to the fortress. Direct hit. Alright, let's grab this shit. You just run fast over the lava, right? And that's all it takes. I saw someone post on Reddit they were like, hey, so we have an ask set of gear. Why is it that asks are able to run on lava, but when you have the ask gear on, you can't? And you know what? Like, that is like a good idea. Why do the vines sometimes attack the trolls and not always? Is that a putrid hole? That looks like a putrid hole. It is. I'm gonna go grab the shit that I couldn't carry before. Okay, so it kind of looks like fingers sticking up, so that might be another putrid hole over there. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer. Go sleep. What you gonna say? All your problems won't make them go away. You came. Everything's on fire, but I'm fine. Alright, alright, alright. Let's do the putrid hole. Okay. Buff first. Eat. One, two. Come on. Three. Fucking get another one out. There we go. Yeah, got him. Destroying pottery, just like Link. Ha! 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 The sounds Link makes when destroying pottery in Ocarina of Time. Okay, that is a lot of soft tissue. I think I do want to check old putrid holes that have respawned and see if I can get, if the soft tissue respawns or not. I really don't need a couple bars of silver. And I don't need more charred bones. This one is probably one of the coolest visuals, throwing that big fireball. Oh yeah, 16 soft tissue out of this. If the soft tissue part respawns in here, then this is a big win. And almost also, OMG, so much fucking flaw metal everywhere. Oh. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Okay, let me go to my regular ash portal, because there's a putrid hole right next to where we beached. So I can go check in there and see if the soft tissue bits have respawned. And if they have, then I am going to revisit putrid holes every few days. Note to self, don't walk through fire. Oh, hello, Morgan. What the fuck? Oh man, I think that my buddies have been farming the Grosstein and trees all in the nearby area, because there used to be much more than there is currently for Grosstein buildings and trees everywhere. Alright, so there was a putrid hole right near here somewhere. I see flaw metal right over there. I thought they went this direction. The hole must be over here further. No, that's ocean. Huh. There was 100% a putrid hole right near our stuff. Could have sworn it was just off this direction. Is this it? No, this isn't it. Weird. Huh. I could have... Oh, there it is, right there. They built right up against the edge of it. Oh, shit. Okay. Ow. We'll let them fight it out for a minute. Okay. I don't see any of the junk in here again, so that answers the question. Nothing respawns in putrid holes. It's too bad. Oh, this is trying to hit the Ascavans he's been breeding there. I'm doing it again. These things are seemingly at serious risk of escaping here because this hole is not great. Built a little house. Alright, let's drop this shit off. Oh. Oh. Okay. I want to go check if this is a putrid hole, and maybe that'll, you know, help me know for sure if I'm understanding how to identify them from a distance. Or was it what I was looking before? That one is what I was looking at before, right? The fingers in the distance. Although now that I look at it from this angle, I don't feel like it is. Oh, that flaw metal has got land all around it. That's interesting. Here we go. Ow. She had a lot more reach there than I expected on that. I thought I ran out of range. Come rain on my parade, and I want to feel it. Right. I think we're doomed. I think we're doomed. Oop. Come rain on my parade, 'cause I wanna feel it. 'Cause my head is in overdrive. Oh no! They went and broke my portal. Oh, that's gonna be such a run. Fuck. Let me try doing it without taking anything and not having extra gear. See how far I can get, if I can get there. That's a bitch. That's a real bitch. There's a Valkyrie right over there. Checking something on my phone. Bum bum bum. All right. We'll try going straight at it-ish. I think this is the first time I've done a big death run without being in stamina food. You know, having like 300 stamina makes running to get your body back a lot easier compared to when you have barely 100. That's a putrid hole. Come on. There we go. Feel like that marker is close enough. I should be able to find it afterwards if I go back looking for it. Shit, I want to go the other way. Oh, that's a dwarf house. Oh, dwarfy boys. Hi, friends. Okay, let's see if we can swing around. Almost there. Vultures. Oh, gonna go this way. Those birds sound like velociraptors. Nope. Almost there. Fucking A. Ooh, fuck. Prostitute powder. Oh, nope, I want the celestial feathers. I don't care about the regular feathers. Okay. Oh, that's part of the problem. Oh, shit. Morgan. Of course, it's nighttime. Why wouldn't a Morgan show up? God damn. The non-stop attacks. Hey, Battlecry. How's it going? I'm still pretty new to Magic, so trying to like balance the use of each here and getting stuff dead and keeping the buff on, it's a lot to handle at times compared to like, you know, just remembering to block with my shield or dodge roll and whatnot. Okay, hopefully it stays alive this time. Oh, pretty good so far. Although, I gotta go get my kid in a little bit. She gets out of school at around lunchtime. Ooh. I wanted to get into this fortress, but I don't know that I'll have time to do it. I might have to wait until after I get back from picking her up. I am gonna go back through the portal and just go sleep and make it day. So the last night I had started on a fortress. I threw some trolls over the fence, and then when I went in to actually get inside and clear this morning, there was only one chest outside of the room, which is possible as far as I know. But I didn't end up getting any gemstones in the entire thing, and so I'm feeling like maybe the trolls destroyed the stuff, the boxes that were, you know, on the exterior, not in that secondary interior piece. I'm thinking the trolls might have destroyed the stuff, and then it despawned when I was offline and others were online. Okay, got a ton of fiddlehead. I need more smoke puffs. I should probably pay attention for those. Monster parts. Hides. Got a bunch of meats, so that's good. Alright, let me see. Yeah, I could probably... Let me make sure I got everything. I could probably just, like, kind of prep the area a little bit. Make sure that there's nothing alive. And then I could probably grab some wood and drop a few workbenches around the area. I didn't go to sleep, duh. Well, I guess it's just a storm. I might not be able to sleep through this storm. Storms look intense, though. I don't really appreciate what sounds like lightning, though. Gives me a very, like, Stranger Things vibe in that season where they were in the mall all the time. I don't remember what season that was, if it was season 3. I think it was season 3, maybe. I do like the AoE destruction available from Magic. It's pretty nifty. Although, you know, swinging a sword can do a lot of the same things. Can't see you for shit. Oh my goodness, can't see anything. Gotta grab that prostitute powder. I helped with Dwarfy Boy. He got to live. Sometimes I wonder where these guys just come from, because they just pop up out of nowhere, and I don't see any Derviger structures nearby for them to spawn near. I don't need bone fragments. Yeah, I should probably just start putting all this shit away. I need to figure out another box for overflow for Grosstein, because I am now getting very full on Grosstein, but I do want the Grosstein still. Definitely don't need this many bones. Let's do this. Let's take the charred bones and put them up here. Really fucking mad when I should be over it. Do that, and then let's take those parts with us to here. Okay, extra feathers over here. Eggs and smoke puffs will go together. Stone. Ugh. There's so many items now that Ashlands is a thing, because it was not... The item count wasn't too bad before I discovered Mistlands. But, like, Mistlands feels like a whole new game once you get there. There's just so much stuff and so many things to deal with. So many bones. Oh, prostitute powder. Celestial feathers, molten cores, bone. Okay, those are all fine. I'm putting pottery parts in my, like, nails and shit box, because that made sense to me. Alright, pottery. They've got a couple green stones, but I have no more red gems, and I need them for upgrades and shit. Smoke puff. I'll leave that box alone for now. Don't need tasty meads running around. So many bones. I got some tasty meads and some rotten food. How's life since the service? Well, I got out 16 years ago. It's, in general, pretty great. It has been a long road dealing with life after the military, but a big part of it for me has just been the issues with my body, physical limitations that I'm like having to get used to having. So it's there's physical stuff, but because of the physical stuff, there's a difficulty with acceptance in the mental capacity of, like, you know, being okay with the way things are. That is a lot easier said than done. But in general, things are pretty great. Me and my wife are both happier than we've ever been before. Like, we have been married for 13 years now. Yeah, 13 years? Yeah, 13 years now. We're both happier than ever. So, like, that's good. She's working. I am not. I was working for myself doing like IT services, system admin. I still help one company as like a little side job, but I was working for a pretty big furniture company locally for a while, and that kept me quite busy. And so I was, at least, you know, I had a income while also being, I was still primarily stay-at-home dad. So, you know, because me working for myself, I had a lot more leeway in what I could do compared to my wife, who's a teacher, who, you know, she can't just get up and leave because, you know, a kid is calling home sick or something. How about you? You serve? It's arrows. Lately I've been doing Glasgow, oh, December. Thank you. I mean, technically, we have been slightly better because she used to play video games with me, and it was so great to have my wife and best friend playing video games with me because it was a shared thing. And now we very often are like, trying to find shows and stuff together because we don't have the game together situation anymore like we used to, which is not, you know, it's not bad, it's not terrible, but I do miss it because we used to game together on World of Warcraft for literal years and it was awesome. But it is what it is, and it's not that big of a deal. Where's my obliterator? Did I dismantle my obliterator and not put it back together? Oh, yeah, no, she knows all about it, but she's just not into gaming. So, essentially, she is one of those people that, like, when she finds some hobby that makes her happy, she'll dive, like, full force into it. And so, way back when World of Warcraft Classic was getting ready to start, I guess it's been about, like, what, 8 years or something since World of Warcraft Classic was doing its thing, 2018, 2019. When it was getting ready to start, I was super excited about it, and I told her all about it some weekend. and was like, it's like Lord of the Rings with all of the mythical characters and this and that, and like going on these kinds of adventures and all this stuff. And she was like, okay, so you can't hold me to this, but that sounds interesting and I think I want to play. And I'm just like trying to hold in my excitement to not like, like push too hard with it. And fast forward to launch day. If you played Classic WoW or paid attention online to how things went, the Classic WoW launch was pretty terrible. It was bogged down login servers that was problematic. The server that we wanted to go to ended up flooded in full before we had a chance to even log in. We spent 2 hours in queue just for me to get in, her to get in, and then her character got disconnected, and like she had come home from a long day at work, so it's like she was ready to be done. And then they launched a bunch of extra servers because they realized that night, like, hey, this is way more popular than we ever anticipated, so we're gonna add whatever it was, a dozen servers. And then they did. They added a bunch of servers, and it gave us an opportunity to play. We played that day. We played that they launched that. We played for a couple hours, and she was into it. And then she was asking all sorts of questions and like so interested and curious about all of it. And then fast forward a couple months, and we've got characters that are leveled up, and we're enjoying ourselves, and we're getting into, we've been playing every day, we're doing our thing, it's great, but we're getting kind of burnt out because the leveling in WoW Classic, I need 8 iron. The leveling in WoW Classic, when you get into mid 30s, turns into a fucking slog. Like, it is so slow once you get into the 30s. You're like in the same 2 zones for a long time. It takes many, many hours to be able to do any leveling. Like, it's just really slow. And it wouldn't be so bad, but you're not getting to experience a lot of different stuff. It's the same couple dungeons. It slowed down a lot. So we both kind of started feeling blah about continuing to play. So I started absolutely only playing when she was on. And then she started leveling a different character and like doing stuff on the side, and I was playing other stuff. She ended up leveling to max, I think, on one of her characters, and I never continued that character. We both took a break for a while. Then we came back. We started brand new characters, got all excited again, played for several more months. But again, we hit that 30 to 40 range, and we just got in this slog down. Like, it's so slow once you hit that time period that it becomes difficult to continue. And then fast forward, we do another break, and then we get back on again, and we get back on a new server this time, brand new characters again, and we're doing our thing, and it's all great. We get into the 40s again, and I start to fizzle out, but she keeps going with it and is leveling her character. We played characters together, and we played other characters kind of separately. So we had a tank and a healer together, and then we had 2 mages that we played kind of individually. And so she's playing her mage, getting it to max level, and she's enjoying herself. And so I'm just playing like League of Legends or something else, and she's enjoying herself. I'm enjoying myself. It's all good. She gets to max level, and very early on in our playing together, she was very much like, when I asked her, like, what would you think about, raiding? Get 40 people go into a massive dungeon, go kill some huge monsters, and get a bunch of loot. And she's like, that sounds terrifying to get to just to have 40 people together, and then like having all of them talking on Discord at the same time, because she was new to Discord. So like she's like, that sounds terrible. So she hits max level. She's in this guild that we had joined, that I joined, she joined, but like I fizzled out and stopped playing, but she got to know these people. So she's playing dungeons and stuff with them. So she's playing and they're like, yeah, we're going to start raiding. And so she's like, what would you think if I wanted to start raiding? And I was like, oh my God, you want to start raiding? I'm going to start catching my character up right now, because holy shit, I would love to do that with you. So she raids. I'm leveling to catch up my character. She starts raiding, and eventually I get caught up, and it's right about I would say a month, maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months before the Burning Crusade Classic goes live. So she's been raiding for a few weeks. My character hits max. I join her and start raiding. We're having a great time. By the time I start, once I start raiding with her, starting right then and there, so this is maybe 2019, 2020. I don't remember when it is. Let me see when TBC Classic launched. TBC Classic launch date. Not that version. Was it 2020? 2021. Okay, so I guess early 2021 is when I started playing with her, like regularly again, after 2 years of on and off playing. So in 2021, we are raiding we're doing Encourage, we're doing Molten Core. We're basically just blasting through everything from Classic, because it's all the nerfed versions at that point, and characters are all pretty beefy. We're doing ZG, AQ, we're doing all of the stuff in a few days, just kind of like pugging, throwing it together, doing our thing. We get into TBC, we're raiding. The group that we're with starts kind of falling apart, and so she and I end up leaving, going to join this other group. We went by ourselves for a little bit, and I ran stuff. I hosted a guild, and we did stuff, and that was fine, but it was not as good as once we joined a group. And then she really got into it, and so did all of TBC together, and then we went into Wrath, and then while we were in Wrath, she and I both took much more vocal roles within the guild to help run things and participate on keeping stuff moving. The guild leadership started to fall apart, so she and I took over. She became the vocal raid leader. I basically was like in charge of strategies and would explain the fights to her so that she'd have an understanding of like what to look for while she's telling people, do this, whatever. So she took over raid leading, and she did that for she did it through the remainder of Wrath. Wrath, of course, was problematic because it took a long time, and then it really started to fall off for like the population of people playing Wrath of the Lich King. The population started to leave the game, so it's really started to fall off. And then she was like, okay, I am tired of being in charge. Like, she really loved raid leading, but we lost going into Cataclysm. In TBC, we had 36 people signing up every week. We had 36 people in the guild that were like, let's go, I want to play. So we had to pick and choose to take 25 people and do alternates. So of those 36, we probably had like 30 people that we were pretty close with, 25 to 30 people that we were pretty close with. Going into Wrath of the Lich King, those numbers had dwindled a bit. We were down to like 25 to 28 people signing up every given week during the early stages in Naxxramas. So it was rougher. And then some weeks we only had like 20. So it got a little hard for the guild as a whole. And then by the time, before we even finished Ulduar, actually by the time, before we even finished Ulduar, basically all of our leadership quit. So we were running the guild at that point where we only had 22 regular raiders, and we had to pug fill between 3 and 5 people every week. And she took over as the raid leader while we were in this diminished state. And she was, running the raids, telling people what to do during the fights, like doing really well with all of that stuff. And it was wild to see her get so into that. And enjoy herself so much. During TBC, she got into trying to like min-max her Ellie Shaman as best as possible. And one of the weeks, even though we were a pretty casual group of people, one of the weeks she got the 4th best DPS of all Ellie Shamans in Black Temple on the Illidan fight. She got the 4th best parse in the entire United States up to that point. And so that was like a really big high point for her. And I think it was like 20th in world or something like that. So that was a really big high point for her. So she kind of rode that into Wrath of the Lich King with trying to do well and be efficient at what she was doing. And, considering all of the aspects of her character and stuff like that. During Wrath, she and I both felt the stress of leadership because we were leading. By the time we got to the last raid in Wrath of the Lich King, the Icecrown Citadel, we had like 18 guild members who were raiding with us regularly. And then we had like 2 to 5 pugs that we could call on to try and fill. And then we would have to pull a few extra people. Learning the hard modes was a slog. Like, people were not grasping some of the concepts of what needed to happen. Some of our people, like I said, we were pretty casual. So some of our people just really underperformed. We were casual enough. I don't know if you know about parsing, but we were casual enough that a lot of people during TBC, we would have like 5 people who would be, say, top 90th percentile in performance for their classes and specs. We'd have like 5 of those. And then we'd have maybe another 5 that were 75 percentile or higher, between 75 and 90. And then we would have a handful of people that were between like 30 and 70-ish. And then we would have 5 to 7 people that were like between 1 and 30th percentile in their DPS specs. And so when you've got people performing that lowly, that poorly, it puts bigger strain on the guild not being able to perform, not being able to kill stuff. So when we carried that through into Icecrown Citadel and people are performing poorly, it weighed on us because it meant a lot of people that pug filled weren't coming back because we weren't killing some of the heroics that we should have been killing because we were weeks into it. We had some people that wouldn't learn the fights. They would just kind of do stuff and hope for the best. So all of that drained her for sure. It definitely hurt her desire to play, but it definitely killed her desire to lead. And then when Cataclysm was announced, our guild took a poll of the like 18 to 20 people that still played, and we're like, okay, who is interested in raiding in Cataclysm, period? Yes, no, maybe. And we had like 7 yeses and several no's and a handful of maybes. And so the guild was basically decided at that point, we're not going to do 25-man content in Cataclysm, period. And so, because no one wanted to try and recruit another 10 people to try and make it work and hope that we could get them to stay when everything was kind of falling apart. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to host a 10-man in a more hardcore competitive capacity. So me and my wife, I ran it and she raided in it. And then I carried over some friends from the guild. I ended up having to recruit, I think, 2 outsiders initially. It went pretty well. It was, the first few weeks were shitty. So the first week and a half or 2 weeks we missed because we were on vacation. And so like we were there for the first partial week, but our vacation was pre-planned before we ever even knew when the expansion was releasing. So we were able to get to max level and get some gear, and we did the very first raid week, but we did a like partial raid with a pug where we just kind of filled in and did what we could. And then we had 2 weeks of that we couldn't raid, and I was just like, hey guys, all of you, like, I know that several of us aren't here, but like, try and get the raid, try and go pug fill, just get some experience with it, and when I come back, we'll get at it. So our week 1 was really like week 3 of raiding, and we did really poorly for the first few weeks. The mage that we had on our team, there's I don't know if you know Cataclysm, but there's a couple fights that really, really require that your mage be aware of their character ins and outs in a pretty big way. And he just wasn't. He was very lackluster. And so I had to kick him from the team. I'm like, sorry, man, that I've tried coaching you. I've tried helping you. It's just, you're not performing where we need it. And right now it's a hindrance to the entire team. And so I have to let you go from the team for now. If you want to hang out in the guild and, you know, keep working on it, when we start our alt runs, then, you know, if you want to come in, that's fine. He's like, no, I totally understand. And then he quit the guild on all of his characters. I was like, okay, so he totally understood, but he was definitely butthurt about it, but is what it is. Totally fine. I understand. Getting fired sucks. So let him go. The very next week, we did 5 more heroic kills that we hadn't done up to that point, that we had only progged a little bit, but we went in and did them. The new mage comes in and parses like an 80 on most of his fights. And it's like, that to have one guy hold up our entire team was so painful. And I gave him like 6 weeks of trying, and me trying to coach him and like looking at logs for improvements. And like, I went to the mage Discord to try and find advice that I could provide him with. Like, nothing was working. So yeah, got rid of him. Eventually the team got a lot better. We moved servers, lost a few people. I switched to tanking instead of DPS healing. I switched to tank and heal. Then I switched to heal. Then I went back to DPS when we joined a different guild to finish out. We moved servers, and then we got a few recruits, but then we lost some people, and a couple people weren't great. And then we filled in some slots. And then when we were reaching the end of Cataclysm, my wife was like, I don't know that I want to keep doing this. And we had a couple other people that were on the fence about continuing. So they all started to quit towards the end of Cataclysm. And I took everybody that was left, and we went and joined another guild to try and keep raiding together. My wife quit playing entirely at the end of Cataclysm. Now that was about a year and a half ago. I told you how she finds something that she's really into and she gets kind of really into it and kind of obsessive. A year and a half ago, she picked up the book Fourth Wing. I don't know if you're familiar at all with book talk and the rise of fantasy romance novels, but Fourth Wing is like the stepping stone that a lot of people used that were interested in reading fantasy or romantasy, as we call it, for romance fantasy. Fourth Wing was a stepping stone for a lot of people, and from Fourth Wing, they move into ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, so on and so forth. And essentially, it's one of those things where she got really into reading the books, and she didn't want to sit down and play WoW anymore, and it kept becoming this, like, the idea of sitting down to play became this, like, I really don't want to. I really want to find out what's happening in this story. I would much rather do this than that. And so now she's at a point where she still is into reading. It is her favorite pastime. And she's not as, like, you know, obsessed with reading, but she still loves it. And she's, you know, still reading every day. So she very much found her new passion. So sadly, I lost her as a gaming partner, but you can't see it on the camera, but there's a chair behind me, like a lazy boy recliner type deal, like a big comfy one. So I set her up so she's in the room with me reading most of the time while I'm here gaming. If she's off work and we're both, you know, not busy. So we still at least are spending time together, and then we're constantly in Messenger sending memes and silly things to each other. So we do still have all of that time together. It's just not quite the same not having her in the game with me, experiencing stuff with me. So now it's like we do our own hobbies, and then at the end of the day, she tells me about her book, and I might tell her about some random things from stream or from the whatever game I'm playing or whatever. So we end up still talking about the stuff that we didn't experience together. But I do miss playing games with her. During COVID, during one of our lulls of WoW, I found Phasmophobia, and I played a little bit with strangers, and then I played with a friend or two, and then I told my wife about it. I'm like, it is such a scary, freaky ride. Of course, it was one of the first multiplayer ghost hunting games. While there was some single player scary games out there, there was not really multiplayer ghost hunting things. So I showed her Phasmophobia during COVID, and she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, here, how about this? I'll buy it for you. If you don't like it, we'll return it. No big deal, whatever. And so I bought it for her, and she was, it was COVID, so she was working from home. So she's on a lunch break, and I see her log into Steam, and I see her open Phasmophobia. And I'm like, I send her a message. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I figured you said there was a tutorial, so I figured I would go, you know, do the tutorial and then we can try playing later. And I was like, okay. So she does the tutorial, and I don't know, she was maybe like 5 minutes into the tutorial and she closed the game. And then I see it reopen a little bit later. She Alt F4'd the game when she got scared. She Alt F4'd it, and then she reopened it and tried again, and then she closed it and was like, okay, I will do this after work, because I can't be peeing my pants while I'm supposed to be teaching in like 20 minutes after my lunch break. That's not going to work. So then we ended up spending a lot of time doing spooky games. We did Phasmophobia for a while, and then oh, more coal here too. Shit, I have a lot of coal. We did Phasmophobia, and then we found a bunch of other games to try over the years, since then, in the past 5 years. I don't know that she's actually played a video game on her computer, though, in probably... It's probably been not this year, not this calendar year. I think the last time she played was when there was a Devour update. Maybe last played October of 2025 for me, and then we did this other Goblin cleanup game. We played that in December, so the last time she played would have been December, and she hasn't played a video game since then, which is sad because some of these games she would be so into if she gave them time. Like she played during like some of our off time from WoW, because WoW was our main game when we were actively playing and playing together. That was like the main thing that we did. I have so much coal. Holy shit. You know what? We're going to just shove this last bit in the obliterator. She and I played a crap ton of Enshrouded for a while. What else? Oh, she might come back to gaming because she is interested in the return of Fable. So she might make a return to gaming when Fable launches. Granted, it's going to be a single player game, but if I can get her sitting at a computer again and playing, it might inspire her to get back on stuff. We'll see. As for WoW for me, I'm still playing Mist of Pandaria, but the new guild that I joined went on a raid break. God, it's been like 2 months, and we won't be back on until June 8th, I think is the earmark for it. I raid as a holy paladin, and our raid team went on break because the current raid was running for quite some time, and so we were needing to take a break in the midst of all of that. So June 8th, I will be back on raiding Mist of Pandaria, Siege of Orgrimmar. I don't know how much further I'll go beyond that, because from my 10-man team in Cataclysm, we had 9 people that were all... We had a full 10-man team, and then one of the guys couldn't commit to going to the other guild with us, but the rest of us, we all moved. So there was 9 of us that moved to the new guild. And then by the time Mist started, we lost one guy who didn't get along with people. We lost one guy who couldn't fit into the raid time, so now we were down to 7. We get through the first phase of raiding, and then we lose another guy whose life schedule changed, so down to 6. That guild falls apart. We join another guild, and that guild is doing well. We did like 8 weeks of raiding with them, but they were kind of struggling to keep filling the team, and they were also a semi-casual team, so they fall apart. And when we go to find a new place, there was only 4 of us left. One of them quit. And then me and one other guy had the same schedule, and the third guy had a weird schedule that made him literally only available 2 nights of the week. So we couldn't find anything that fit 2 nights of the week and the hours that I was available, because I read to my kids every night and I don't want to interrupt that if possible. And I also hang out with my wife after reading to the kids. We watch a TV show together while she goes to sleep, and then I get back on the computer. So I don't want to interrupt my life schedule that I had been going with for several months. So me and the 3 of us talked. The one guy was like, yeah, I can find another team. It's totally fine. You guys do your thing and I'll find another one. So me and one other guy now that I do a lot of other games with too. He and I are the only ones left from our 25-man in TBC where we had 30 some odd people together, since phase 2 of TBC is when I met this guy, and we basically talked every day since then, or damn near every day. You know, anytime I get on the computer, he's around. And so he's the only one left in my team that comes from that history. I still hang out and game with some of the others on other rare occasions, but he's the only one playing WoW with me still. Mr. Pandera has been interesting. I enjoy raiding, but the dungeon stuff is weird, and I don't know. It's a little, I don't know. We'll see what happens. The new raid comes out June 8th. We'll be giving that a go. Or not June 8th. It comes out just before then, but our first raid night is June 8th. But I'll be doing that probably at least through the end of the phase. See what happens. I think Legion is supposed to be after Mist of Pandera. I never played it. I never even played Mist or Cataclysm originally when they came out. So we'll see how it feels when it gets to that point. But it might just be something where Mist of Pandera is the death of my character. I have a couple friends that are on TBC Anniversary. I'm a little disappointed that they're launching the raids as the nerfed versions, because I was looking forward to going back in and doing them. But then they put it out as the nerfed versions, and I didn't want to do that. I understood why they did it, because they were going for a sped up timeline. But it didn't appeal to me, and it made me not want to play. So like I boosted a character to 58, started leveling it. It was so slow and painful, and then they immediately launched their classic or their anniversary raid info, where they're like, yeah, we're going to do the pre-nerfed version. Here it is. And it's like, well, fuck, I don't want to do that. So I do still have a friend who's doing it, and it might be fun to go back to if I could get the motivation to level my paladin the rest of the way and play as a holy paladin through the remainder of TBC Anniversary. But I don't know. We will see what happens, I guess. I gotta go pick up my kid. I'm gonna just I think I'm gonna just sign out of Twitch and all that streaming right now, and then I will probably be back on in like 45 minutes or so after I pick her up, get some lunch, and then sit back down. And then I'll probably hang out for another 2 hours before I gotta go get my other kid, and then I won't be back on until way late in the evening after all of the everythings. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And if you're around, like I said, I'll be back in like 40 minutes or so. And then I'll be around for a couple hours when I do. All right. I will.